In life, we all face challenges, heartbreak, and struggles that seem impossible to overcome. But what if these very obstacles are the key to unlocking your true potential? In this video, we'll explore powerful philosophies that teach us how to embrace adversity, let go of past pains, and write the story of our own lives. It's time to stop surviving and start thriving. A broken heart, the strength in pain. When your heart is broken, it feels as though the entire world has shifted. The pain is intense, raw, and all-encompassing. It consumes your thoughts, leaving you questioning everything: your self-worth, your decisions, and even your purpose. You find yourself trapped in an endless loop of why me? And what did I do to deserve this? It's natural to feel overwhelmed, to wish for the pain to simply disappear. But here's a truth that most people shy away from. Pain is not your enemy. It's not here to destroy you, but to guide you. The Stoics, masters of enduring hardship, taught that pain is a teacher disguised as an adversary. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words are not just poetic, they are transformative. They remind us that every obstacle, no matter how painful, is an opportunity in disguise. Heartbreak, though devastating, is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. The hurt you feel is proof that you cared deeply, that you loved boldly, and that you dared to risk vulnerability. That courage alone is a testament to your strength. But now, in the wake of betrayal or loss, the choice is yours. Will this pain define you, or will you use it as the forge in which your resilience is shaped? Think of pain as fire. Left unchecked, it can consume and destroy. But when harnessed, it becomes a source of warmth, light, and transformation. The Stoics believed that hardship is the ultimate test of character. Each moment of suffering is a chance to grow stronger, to become wiser, and to discover the depth of your inner strength. This heartbreak may feel like a storm, but storms have a purpose. They clear the skies, wash away the old, and make room for new beginnings. Similarly, your pain is clearing the path for you to rebuild, not as the person you were, but as someone even more resilient, grounded, and unstoppable. Embrace the discomfort. Don't resist it, don't numb it, and don't wish it away. Sit with it, let it teach you, and allow it to shape you into someone who can endure anything. Because on the other side of this heartbreak lies a version of yourself you've never met before, stronger, wiser, and ready to take on the world. Revenge is a mirage. It's an alluring thought, isn't it? The idea of revenge. Imagining the person who hurt you feeling the same anguish you endured. You replay scenarios in your mind where they finally understand the depth of the pain they caused, where they regret, where they apologize, where they suffer. But here's the harsh reality: revenge is a mirage. It appears as though it will quench your thirst for justice, but when you reach for it, it vanishes, leaving you emptier than before. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Revenge is an admission of pain." Think about that for a moment. When you seek revenge, you are not healing, you are broadcasting your hurt. You are tethering yourself to the very people and actions that harmed you. The more you focus on retaliating, the more power you hand over to them. In essence, revenge doesn't punish your enemy, it enslaves you to the past. Ask yourself, what does revenge truly achieve? Does it erase the betrayal? Does it undo the heartbreak? The answer is no. At best, it provides a fleeting moment of satisfaction, an illusion of power. At worst, it consumes you, turning your pain into bitterness and your potential for growth into stagnation. Revenge keeps you trapped, circling the same wound, never allowing it to heal. The Stoic path offers something far more profound and liberating: indifference. Indifference doesn't mean you stop caring about justice or fairness, it means you stop letting someone else's actions dictate your peace. True strength lies not in fighting back, but in rising above. It lies in mastering your emotions, reclaiming your mind, and refusing to let anger or resentment control your destiny. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. Instead of mirroring their actions, you transcend them. You channel your energy into becoming better, stronger, and wiser. Imagine this: while they remain consumed by their actions, you are thriving, growing, and building a life so fulfilling that their betrayal becomes irrelevant, a mere footnote in your journey." Indifference is the ultimate form of power. It says, "You no longer have control over me. Your actions do not define my worth." When you choose indifference, you free yourself. You stop reacting and start living. You shift the focus from their behavior to your own growth. And in doing so, you win not because you retaliated, but because you became untouchable. Revenge, in the end, is a distraction. It pulls you away from the life you deserve to build. So let it go. Turn your pain into fuel, not for vengeance, but for transformation. Because the greatest triumph isn't making them hurt, it's making yourself whole. Mastering your emotions, the true source of power. Emotions are powerful. They can inspire greatness or drive destruction. In moments of anger, despair, or heartbreak, it's easy to let emotions take the wheel, leading you down paths of regret. How often have you made a decision in the heat of the moment, a harsh word spoken, an impulsive action taken, only to wish you could take it back? This is the trap of emotional reactivity. But here's the empowering truth: the one who controls their emotions controls their destiny. The Stoics were masters of emotional resilience. Epictetus, one of their greatest teachers, profoundly stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Life will throw chaos, pain, and challenges your way, it's inevitable. But your response, that's entirely within your control. And in that control lies immense power." Imagine a storm. The winds howl, the rain lashes, and the world seems to shake. Yet, amidst it all, there's a tree standing tall and unyielding. That tree isn't immune to the storm. It feels the force of the wind and the weight of the rain, but it doesn't break. It bends, it sways, and it endures. Mastering your emotions is like becoming that tree. You don't deny the storm, you simply refuse to let it uproot you. Choosing calm over chaos isn't easy. It requires discipline and self-awareness. But every time you pause before reacting, every time you choose clarity over anger, you reclaim a piece of your power. You're no longer a puppet to someone else's actions, no longer letting their words or behavior dictate your peace. Instead, you become the master of your own fate, guiding your life with intention rather than impulse. But why is emotional mastery so vital? Because emotions, when unchecked, cloud judgment. They blur the line between what's right and what feels urgent. Anger demands retaliation. Sadness craves isolation. Yet, these impulses often lead to decisions that serve the moment, not the long term. The Stoics understood this well. They practiced mindfulness, constantly reminding themselves that while they couldn't control the world around them, they could always control their response. When you master your emotions, you gain freedom from the manipulation of others, freedom from the chaos of external events, and freedom from the prison of reactive behavior. This mastery doesn't mean suppressing how you feel. It means recognizing your emotions without letting them control you. It's about stepping back, taking a breath, and choosing your next move with purpose. Think of emotional mastery as a muscle. It strengthens with practice. The next time you feel anger rising or despair sinking in, pause, reflect, ask yourself, will this reaction serve me? Most often, it won't. Instead, choose calm. Choose clarity. Each time you do, you build resilience. You become untouchable, not because you're emotionless, but because you've learned to wield your emotions like a sword precisely and with purpose. In mastering your emotions, you unlock the true source of power. You're no longer a victim of circumstances or other people's actions. You're the one in control, charting your course with unwavering strength. And that, as the Stoics knew, is the ultimate freedom, the power of silence. In a world consumed by noise, arguments, drama, endless opinions, silence is a rare and powerful force. It's often misunderstood as weakness or passivity, but in truth, silence is a strategy. It's a choice, a weapon wielded with precision by those who understand its strength. Silence unsettles, disarms, and commands attention in ways that words never can. Most people expect a reaction. They want your response, your anger, your defense, even your pain. When someone insults you, provokes you, or betrays you, they anticipate an emotional reply. Why? Because your reaction validates them. It gives their actions meaning and power. But when you stay silent, you deny them that control. Your silence says, I am untouchable. Your words do not define me, nor do they deserve my energy. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus famously said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Silence is not about retreating. It's about observing. It allows you to see situations clearly, unclouded by the heat of impulsive words. It gives you time to reflect, to understand, and to respond if necessary with wisdom, not emotion. Silence is also a mirror. When you choose not to engage, you reflect others' actions back onto themselves. They're forced to sit with their own behavior, without your reaction to deflect or distract them. This is why silence is so unsettling to those who seek to provoke you. It disrupts their expectations, leaving them confused and powerless. But silence does more than disarm others. It protects you. Every word you speak is energy spent. Every argument you engage in drains your mental and emotional reserves. By choosing silence, you conserve your energy for what truly matters: your growth, your peace, your purpose. Silence isn't avoidance. It's prioritization. It's the decision to invest your energy in yourself rather than wasting it on others' chaos. Think of silence as a shield. It doesn't mean you're ignoring the situation. It means you're choosing not to let it penetrate your peace. It's an act of self-preservation and self-respect. By staying silent, you refuse to stoop to the level of petty conflicts. You rise above, maintaining your composure and focus. Silence is also a tool for growth. In moments of quiet, you can hear your own thoughts. You can reflect, learn, and recalibrate. This is where true strength lies, not in reacting to the world, but in mastering yourself. Silence creates space for introspection, clarity, and deliberate action. Imagine this: the next time someone tries to provoke you, you don't lash out. You don't defend or explain. You simply remain calm and quiet. Watch how the dynamic shifts. Your silence speaks louder than any words could. It says, I am in control. I will not be moved by your chaos. Silence is not submission. It's sovereignty. It's the declaration that your peace is not negotiable, that your energy is too valuable to waste. In a noisy world, silence is a power move, a quiet, unshakable force that commands respect. So, the next time you're tempted to react, pause, take a breath, let the silence linger. Let it protect you, guide you, and remind you of your strength. Because in the end, the loudest message is often the one left unspoken. Rebuilding brick by brick. Healing is not an event, it's a journey. It doesn't happen in a flash of inspiration or a moment of clarity. Instead, it's a slow, deliberate process, a steady act of rebuilding yourself, piece by piece, day by day. And while the path may feel daunting, it is also transformative, offering you the chance to create a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The Stoics teach us that true progress doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. Marcus Aurelius once observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Healing is no different. It begins with small, intentional steps, simple actions that, over time, create monumental change. The first step in rebuilding is to invest in your physical and mental health. When you nurture your body, you send a powerful message to yourself. I am worth this effort. Exercise, eat well, and rest deeply. Physical strength has a profound way of echoing into your emotional and mental states, fortifying your resolve and boosting your confidence. A healthy body becomes the foundation for a resilient mind. Next, focus on your passions, those things that ignite a spark in you. Maybe it's a creative pursuit, a professional goal, or simply learning something new. Engaging with your passions redirects your energy away from the pain of the past and toward the promise of the future. It gives you purpose and reminds you that your life is more than the heartbreak you've endured. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Healing is hard enough without carrying the weight of toxic relationships. This is your opportunity to audit your connections, letting go of those who drain your energy and seeking out those who encourage your growth. The people you choose to have around you will either fuel your progress or hinder it. Choose wisely. Remember, progress doesn't have to be linear. Some days, you'll feel strong and determined. Other days, the weight of what you've been through may feel overwhelming. That's okay. Healing isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Even the smallest step forward is a victory. Every positive action you take, no matter how small, is a step away from the pain and closer to the person you're meant to become. Think of yourself as an architect, rebuilding a structure that was once damaged. Each brick you lay, whether it's a moment of self-care, a new goal, or a healthy relationship, is part of a greater masterpiece. Over time, you'll look back and realize that the life you've built is not only strong, but also beautiful, a testament to your perseverance and inner strength. And here's the most important truth: the person you're becoming is worth the effort. The heartbreak, while painful, has given you the opportunity to grow in ways you might never have imagined. Every act of rebuilding brings you closer to a version of yourself that is wiser, stronger, and unshakable. So take that first step, and then another. Brick by brick, build a life that reflects not what you've lost, but what you've gained: resilience, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. Because the best revenge isn't simply moving on, it's rising so far above that the pain becomes a distant memory, and the person you're becoming takes center stage. Detachment and freedom. Detachment is often misunderstood. It's not about becoming indifferent to life or retreating from the world. In fact, it's quite the opposite. True detachment is about finding freedom from the chaos that life can throw at us. It's a practice that allows us to remain unaffected by the uncontrollable aspects of life, which can often feel overwhelming. When you practice detachment, you stop clinging to things outside of your control. You stop attaching your happiness to other people, specific outcomes, or the actions of others. And this is where your true power lies. You realize that, in many ways, life is unpredictable, and we cannot control everything that happens to us. But what we can control are our thoughts, our reactions, and our own personal growth. These are the things that define our peace and stability. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely put it, some things are up to us, and some things are not. This simple truth can be transformative. When you understand that certain things are beyond your influence, whether it's how others behave, the events that unfold in the world, or even the past, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. You can then focus your energy on the things that are within your control, like your own thoughts, actions, and development. The act of letting go can feel liberating. By detaching from things that don't serve your well-being, you stop feeling pulled in 1,000 different directions. You begin to experience freedom, the freedom to act from a place of calm, not from reactionary emotions or the chaos of external circumstances. Detachment does not make you weak or distant. In fact, it does the opposite. It makes you untouchable. It gives you the strength to navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience. When you're not attached to outcomes or people's opinions, you're free to move through life with grace and purpose. In a world that constantly pressures us to chase after success, approval, and external validation, detachment becomes a revolutionary practice. It teaches us to remain centered, no matter what the world throws our way. It's not about detaching from life or disengaging, it's about engaging with life fully, without being emotionally tied to things that ultimately don't matter. The ultimate revenge, living well. When we're wronged, it's natural to feel anger, resentment, or a desire for revenge. But here's an essential truth: the best revenge isn't about getting even, nor is it about seeking retribution. The most powerful form of revenge is thriving, living your life in a way that shows you are unshaken by the harm others have done to you. True revenge is not found in retaliation, but in transformation. It's about taking the pain you've endured, whether it's from betrayal, hurt, or loss, and using it as the fuel that propels you toward growth. Every challenge you face can become a stepping stone, and every betrayal can be turned into an opportunity to rise higher. By doing this, you not only heal, but also grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius captured this wisdom perfectly when he said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." What does this mean? It means that instead of allowing yourself to become consumed by the same negative emotions and actions that your enemy has directed toward you, you choose a different path. You choose to rise above. You refuse to be dragged down to their level, and instead, you show that their attempts to harm you have no power over you. Don't waste your precious energy plotting someone else's downfall or obsessing over how to make them pay for what they've done to you. When you do this, you allow them to continue occupying space in your mind and life. The true power comes from shifting your focus away from vengeance and toward building something meaningful and fulfilling in your own life. Instead of seeking revenge, focus on building an empire of your own, an empire of strength, wisdom, and success. Your achievements, your personal growth, and your integrity will serve as the greatest response. Show them, not through words, but through actions, that they never had the power to break you. The fact that you've risen above and created a life that is rich with purpose and achievement is the ultimate form of revenge. Living well is the best revenge because it reveals your inner strength and character. It shows that you are not defined by what others have done to you. Instead, you are defined by how you choose to respond. You choose to rise. You choose to thrive. And in doing so, you show that no one can take away your peace, your power, or your future. Writing your story. Life is full of challenges and heartbreaks, but here's a powerful truth: your heartbreak is just a chapter in the greater story of your life. It is not the entire book. Often, when we face pain, we can feel as though it consumes us, like it defines who we are. But this perspective is limiting. You have the power to decide what your story will be, and you are the one holding the pen. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. The pain you've experienced, the betrayals, the disappointments, these are merely parts of the journey, not the destination. You have the choice to let these moments dictate the course of your life, or you can use them as stepping stones towards something greater. It's all about how you choose to write the next chapter. Will you let the wounds of betrayal define who you are? Or will you use them as fuel to propel yourself toward a future that is full of greatness? The Stoics believed that we have the power to control our narrative. They understood that we may not be able to control every event that happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. This is the core of taking responsibility for our own lives. It's about realizing that, while we may face external challenges, we are the authors of our internal story. Declare it to yourself: I write my story. By doing this, you affirm your agency and power. This declaration becomes your truth. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your own path. Life may throw obstacles your way, but the story of how you overcome them is yours to tell. The key is to understand that life isn't about surviving. It's about thriving. You are not merely existing through the pain, you are actively shaping your future with every decision, every thought, every action. The choice is yours. You can either let the difficult chapters define you, or you can use them as a springboard to the next great adventure in your life. In the end, it's not the hardships we endure that define us, but but how we rise in the face of them. So, take hold of the pen, turn the page, and write the next chapter of your life with purpose, determination, and strength. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. And that is the story worth telling. Embracing the struggles. Life is rarely smooth, and for many of us, it's filled with obstacles, challenges, and moments of difficulty. It's only natural to want to avoid discomfort or pain, to seek out the easier path. But here's the truth: struggles are not something to fear or shy away from. They are, in fact, an essential part of our growth and development. Without struggle, we would never learn to appreciate the value of perseverance, the power of resilience, or the strength we carry within us. Every difficulty we face offers us an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. It is through these hardships that we develop our inner fortitude, sharpen our minds, and build our character. Think about the most defining moments of your life. Chances are they are tied to some kind of struggle. Whether it was a personal setback, a failure, or a painful loss, these challenges forced you to grow, adapt, and become a better version of yourself. In these moments, we are tested, and it is in the fire of adversity that we forge our true selves. Instead of running from hardship but wishing it away, we should learn to embrace it. When we face a challenge head-on, instead of shrinking from it, we allow ourselves to rise to the occasion. Each struggle we encounter is an opportunity to improve, to refine our skills, and to push past our perceived limits. It is easy to want to avoid the discomfort of failure or uncertainty, but it is in the discomfort that the most profound growth occurs. By embracing these moments, we stop letting them control us, and we instead take control of our own destiny. We use the struggle as fuel to propel us forward, to move beyond where we thought we could go. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who taught us much about resilience and virtue, understood this deeply. They believed that obstacles were not merely inevitable. They were necessary for our personal growth. They viewed hardships as stepping stones that allowed us to cultivate virtues like patience, courage, and perseverance. Every difficulty is an opportunity to practice these virtues, to strengthen the inner qualities that define our character. When you encounter a challenge, don't see it as something that's happening to you, see it as something that's happening for you. It's shaping you, molding you, and preparing you for the next stage of your journey. The Stoics often said that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. Instead of being overwhelmed by the obstacles in front of you, choose to face them with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Life will continue to throw curveballs your way, it's unavoidable. But remember, each one is an opportunity. The more you face these challenges directly, the more resilient you become. You begin to develop a mindset where you no longer fear failure, because you understand that failure is simply a part of the learning process. You learn to see setbacks not as signs of defeat, but as signs of progress. Every struggle is a chance to improve and to move closer to the person you are meant to be. So the next time life presents you with a difficult situation, embrace it, welcome the challenge. Know that it is here to teach you something invaluable, and that on the other side, you will be stronger, wiser, and more equipped for whatever comes next. As you continue to rise to meet each struggle, you will find yourself transforming into the person you were meant to be, someone who doesn't simply survive the difficulties of life, but thrives through them. The power of letting go. Letting go is one of the most challenging yet transformative things we can do in life. It is a process that requires immense courage, self-awareness, and strength. We often find ourselves holding on to things, whether it's past hurts, grudges, old wounds, or even relationships that no longer serve us or contribute to our well-being. These attachments can feel comforting because they are familiar, but in truth, they weigh us down, often preventing us from moving forward and reaching the potential we are capable of. We become trapped by the past, living in the shadow of experiences or emotions that no longer belong to our present reality. True freedom, however, lies in the ability to release these burdens. When we let go of what no longer serves us, whether it's an old grudge, a toxic relationship, or the pain of a past mistake, we create space in our lives. Space for healing, growth, peace, and new possibilities to emerge. The act of letting go is not about forgetting the past or pretending that the pain never happened. It is about making a conscious choice to no longer let those past experiences control us. It's about choosing to release what is holding us back and instead making room for the new opportunities that life has to offer. This process can feel uncomfortable, even terrifying. We are often so attached to our past experiences, good or bad, that we fear what life will be like without them. It's easy to believe that holding on to these things somehow gives us control or keeps us anchored in a world that makes sense, but in reality, the opposite is true. When we hold on to old pains, resentments, or attachments, we remain stuck in a place of suffering. We are tied to the past, and that prevents us from fully embracing the present and stepping into the future. Letting go, then, is a powerful act of reclaiming control over your life. It's about understanding that the past is gone, and while it may have shaped who we are, it no longer needs to define us. The past cannot be changed, it is finished. What truly matters is the present moment and the future we are creating. By releasing old wounds and attachments, we free ourselves to move forward, unburdened by things that no longer serve us. Choosing to let go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean excusing the pain that we've experienced, nor does it mean we deny the importance of those past moments. Letting go is not about minimizing the hurt. It's about choosing to no longer let the past dictate our present or future. It means we deny the importance of those past moments. Letting go is not about minimizing the hurt. It's about choosing to no longer let the past dictate our present or future. Letting go is an act of self-love, as it allows you to make space for healing and to open yourself up to new opportunities, relationships, and experiences. When we release the things that weigh us down, we transform ourselves. We make room for new possibilities to enter our lives. In that space, we discover parts of ourselves that we didn't even know existed. We tap into a deeper well of strength, peace, and clarity that was always there, hidden beneath the layers of unresolved emotions and attachments. It's important to remember that letting go is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and sometimes a lot of courage to release the past and trust that there is something better waiting for us. But when we do, we step into a future filled with endless potential. We no longer allow past pain to define us. Instead, we begin to shape our own narrative, free from the chains of the past. So, embrace the power of release. Trust that, as you let go of what no longer serves you, you make space for what is truly meant for you: relationships, opportunities, growth, and the peace you deserve. Watch as your life transforms in beautiful, unexpected ways when you make the conscious choice to let go and move forward. As we move forward in life, remember that you are the author of your own story. Every struggle you face, every hardship you overcome, and every decision to let go of what no longer serves you shapes the person you are becoming. The true power lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in using them as stepping stones to create a life of strength, peace, and purpose. Embrace your challenges, release the past, and trust that the future holds endless possibilities. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, and your best chapters are yet to be written. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. Every morning presents a chance to reset, a blank slate to shape our lives with intention and clarity. Amid life's chaos and uncertainty, Stoicism offers a compass to ground us, helping us navigate challenges with wisdom and grace. These 7 powerful reminders, inspired by Stoic principles, will anchor your mornings and empower you to thrive in 2025. 1. I own my mind. Life is an endless flow of unexpected events, challenges, and surprises. Yet, amid this unpredictability, there is a profound power that Stoics have taught us for centuries: the mastery of our own minds. The external world often operates beyond our control. Circumstances change, people behave unpredictably, and events unfold in ways we never anticipated. But within this chaos lies a constant, unshakable truth. We hold the reins to our thoughts, attitudes, and responses. To affirm, "I own my mind," each morning is to reclaim the seat of control of a world that constantly seeks to distract and unbalance us. It is a declaration of sovereignty over your inner world, a refusal to let external turmoil dictate your peace. This practice reminds you that while others may influence events, only you can decide how those events affect you. When you begin your day with this affirmation, you shift your focus inward, centering yourself on what truly matters: your perception and your choices. Instead of reacting impulsively to life's difficulties, you learn to pause and reflect, making decisions that align with your values and goals. This mindset doesn't just protect you from external negativity. It empowers you to shape your reality, no matter the circumstances. Consider this: when faced with a stressful situation, a person who owns their mind sees it as an opportunity for growth rather than an obstacle. They ask, "What can I learn? How can I respond wisely?" This perspective transforms challenges into stepping stones for personal development. It creates a mental space where you can cultivate clarity, resilience, and calmness. In a world that often seeks to control you through media, opinions, or unforeseen challenges, this affirmation serves as a daily reminder of your inner strength. Owning your mind is not just about maintaining peace. It's about creating a life of intentionality and purpose. So, each morning, as you take a deep breath, remind yourself, "I own my mind." Let this be the foundation of your day, the compass that guides you through the storm. 2. Gratitude opens the door to peace. Each morning begins with a profound gift, a new chance to live, grow, and experience the world. Yet, it's easy to overlook this gift amid the rush of responsibilities and the noise of life. Stoicism teaches us the transformative power of gratitude, a practice that grounds us in the present and shifts our perspective from lack to abundance. By simply affirming, "I am grateful for this day," we unlock a doorway to peace that shields us from life's turbulence. Gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion. It is a conscious choice to recognize and appreciate the blessings, big and small, that surround us. With every breath we take, we affirm our connection to life. The air we breathe, the sunlight filtering through the windows, and the chance to start anew, all these are gifts that deserve our acknowledgement. When we practice gratitude, we remind ourselves that even in the face of challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. This mindset does more than lift your spirit, it rewires your thinking. Gratitude transforms obstacles into opportunities by helping you see the hidden lessons within difficulties. A busy schedule becomes a reminder of purpose, a challenging relationship an opportunity to practice patience, and a setback a moment to grow stronger. Through gratitude, even life's storms can be viewed as essential parts of a meaningful journey. Moreover, gratitude anchors us in the present moment. It pulls us away from regrets about the past and worries about the future, grounding us firmly in the here and now. The present is where life truly happens, where joy resides, and where peace can flourish. By embracing gratitude, we strip away distractions and focus on what truly matters, the simple yet profound beauty of existence. Imagine waking up to a hectic day filled with demands and uncertainties. Instead of immediately diving into stress, you pause, take a deep breath, and say, "I am grateful for this day." This small act changes everything. It sets the tone for your thoughts, aligning them with positivity and resilience. Gratitude becomes the lens through which you see the world, enabling you to approach each moment with calm and clarity. When you choose gratitude, you choose peace. You choose to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, to appreciate the present rather than dwell on the past or fear the future. So, as you rise each morning, let gratitude be your first thought and your guiding light. Say it with intention, "I am grateful for this day." With this simple affirmation, you unlock a life of deeper meaning, joy, and tranquility. 3. I embrace change with courage. Change is one of the few constants in life, and no matter how much we may try to resist it, it is inevitable. Whether it comes in the form of a new job, a change in relationships, or even a shift in our personal circumstances, change has the power to transform our lives in profound ways. Yet, many people fear change, associating it with uncertainty, discomfort, or even loss. In these moments of fear, it's easy to forget that change is not inherently negative. In fact, it is often through change that we experience growth, improvement, and the opportunity to evolve into better versions of ourselves. By affirming the phrase, "I embrace change with courage," you remind yourself that you have the inner strength and resilience to face whatever comes your way. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting despite the fear. Change often requires stepping into the unknown, and it is natural to feel apprehensive in the face of unfamiliar challenges. However, embracing change with courage means recognizing that even though the future may be unclear, you have the tools within you to navigate it with confidence. Consider the metaphor of a tree bending with the wind. The tree doesn't fight the wind, but instead adapts to it, swaying gracefully in response. This flexibility allows the tree to withstand even the strongest gusts, remaining rooted and strong. Just like the tree, we too can learn to bend without breaking. Flexibility is a vital quality that makes us resilient in the face of life's uncertainties. When we resist change, we create tension and suffering. But when we embrace it, we open ourselves to new possibilities and growth. By adopting a mindset that welcomes change, we are not only able to cope with life's inevitable shifts, but to thrive in them. Embracing change with courage empowers us to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, turning fear into fuel for personal development. As you cultivate this courage, you become uncheckable, no longer swayed by the fear of the unknown, but standing tall, ready to adapt and evolve with each new chapter life brings. 4. I focus only on what I can control. In life, we are often faced with situations that are beyond our control, unexpected events, the actions of others, or circumstances that seem completely out of our hands. The natural instinct is to worry about these uncontrollable factors, and yet, the more we focus on them, the more we drain our energy and peace of mind. Constant worrying over things we can't change only clouds our judgment, increases stress, and diminishes our ability to make clear, informed decisions. It's essential, therefore, to recognize that focusing on what we cannot control is not only unproductive, but also harmful to our well-being. The first step toward inner peace is acknowledging this reality. By affirming to yourself, "I focus only on what I can control," you shift your perspective. This simple yet powerful affirmation serves as a reminder to center your energy on the present moment and the actions within your control. It brings clarity to your mind, allowing you to focus on what truly matters and to let go of the anxiety surrounding things you cannot change. In doing so, you create space for peace and purpose to flourish in your life. When we focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, responses, and attitudes, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of worrying. It is in this space of clarity that we can make better decisions, because we are no longer bogged down by distractions or fear of things outside of our reach. We gain a sense of empowerment, knowing that while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we do have command over how we choose to react and what steps we take moving forward. This sense of control fosters confidence and helps us navigate even the most challenging situations with resilience. By beginning each day with this reminder, you set the tone for how you will approach everything that comes your way. Rather than wasting energy on the uncontrollable, you face each challenge with purpose and serenity, knowing that you are focused on what truly matters. This clarity sharpens your decision-making, helping you to act with intention rather than reacting out of fear or frustration. When we focus only on what we can control, we not only regain our peace of mind, but also empower ourselves to live more purposeful, fulfilled lives, free from the overwhelming weight of worrying. 5. Kindness is my strength. In a world that often praises toughness, competition, and assertiveness, kindness is frequently misunderstood as a sign of weakness. However, true strength lies not in dominating others or building walls around ourselves, but in embracing compassion and empathy. Kindness is a powerful force, one that has the ability to transform only the lives of others, but also our own. By affirming, "Kindness is my strength," we are acknowledging that it is through compassion that we find our greatest power. It is kindness that fosters connection, healing, and positive change both internally and externally. The first and perhaps most important place to practice kindness is with ourselves. We all make mistakes, experience setbacks, and have moments of self-doubt. It is easy to be harsh with ourselves during these times, to criticize and condemn. However, this self-criticism only deepens the pain and makes it harder to grow. When we are kind to ourselves, we embrace our imperfections with understanding, patience, and forgiveness. By forgiving ourselves for past mistakes, we create space for personal growth and healing. This act of self-kindness strengthens our resilience, enabling us to face future challenges with greater confidence and a sense of self-worth. Similarly, showing kindness to others is equally vital. It is often through simple acts of kindness, whether it's offering a listening ear, providing support during a difficult time, or showing understanding when someone falters, that we can make a profound impact on their lives. In a world filled with criticism and judgment, a kind word, gesture, or action can be a beacon of hope. When we choose to be kind, we cultivate a sense of peace and unity that transcends differences and builds bridges of trust and respect. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior or letting others take advantage of us, but rather responding to others with understanding and empathy. Even in challenging situations, kindness is not a sign of weakness, rather, it is a sign of strength. A gentle spirit is a force that can weather the harshest storms. It's easy to react with anger or frustration when faced with adversity, but it takes true strength to remain compassionate in the face of hardship. By choosing kindness, we refuse to let the negativity of others or difficult circumstances harden our hearts. Instead, we approach life with an open heart and a willingness to understand, even when it's not easy. When we make kindness our strength, we begin to see the world differently. We recognize the power in uplifting others and the healing that comes from offering compassion, not just to those around us, but also to ourselves. Through kindness, we create a ripple effect of positivity that spreads beyond us, impacting our communities and the world. A gentle spirit doesn't simply endure, it thrives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and unity. As we embrace kindness as our strength, we unlock a profound power that can overcome any obstacle, conquer any storm, and lead us toward a life filled with deeper connections, peace, and joy. 6. Every challenge is a lesson. Life is filled with challenges, moments when things don't go as planned, when obstacles seem insurmountable, or when we encounter difficulties that test our patience, resolve, and character. It's natural to feel discouraged or frustrated when facing such challenges, but it's important to remember that these difficulties are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones on our journey of personal growth and development. By affirming, "Every challenge is a lesson," we shift our perspective from one of defeat to one of empowerment. Challenges, rather than holding us back, offer us valuable opportunities to learn, evolve, and become stronger versions of ourselves. When we adopt this mindset, we begin to see each challenge for what it truly is, a lesson in disguise. Every setback or difficulty teaches us something new, whether it's a lesson in resilience, patience, humility, or adaptability. Life doesn't always unfold in a straight line, and the path to success is rarely without its bumps and detours. However, it is precisely through these struggles that we develop the skills and wisdom necessary to navigate future challenges. Like a muscle that grows stronger with resistance, our inner strength is cultivated through the challenges we face. Viewing challenges as lessons also allows us to approach adversity with curiosity other than fear. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" or "What did I do wrong?" we start to ask, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I use this experience to grow?" This shift in mindset transforms the way we approach setbacks. We move from a place of defensiveness and frustration to a place of openness and inquiry. It is this curiosity that empowers us to face any challenge with greater confidence and clarity. We begin to understand that every difficulty, no matter how daunting it may seem in the moment, is an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. The key to overcoming challenges is not to avoid them, but to embrace them as part of our journey. When we resist challenges, we create unnecessary stress and suffering. But when we embrace them as lessons, we open ourselves to new possibilities and insights. This mindset shift doesn't mean that challenges will always be easy, or that we won't feel pain or frustration in the process. However, it does mean that we can approach each challenge with a sense of purpose and understanding. Rather than letting difficulties overwhelm us, we learn to find meaning in them. We see them as opportunities to refine our character, sharpen our skills, and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we adopt the belief that every challenge is a lesson, we become more resilient, adaptable, and empowered. We stop seeing challenges as threats and start seeing them as invitations to grow. With this mindset, we are able to face anything life throws our way with a sense of confidence, curiosity, and grace. We understand that each obstacle is simply a stepping stone on the path to becoming the best version of ourselves, and we embrace each one with open arms, knowing that the lessons we learn will shape us into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. When we adopt the mindset that challenges are lessons, we also start to recognize patterns in our experiences. It becomes easier to identify the deeper lessons behind each obstacle, allowing us to move through life with greater awareness and intention. As we face similar challenges again in the future, we are better equipped to handle them because we have learned from past experiences. These lessons help us to build a resilience that is not just based on external circumstances, but on an internal strength that grows with every trial we face. Moreover, the more we embrace the idea that every challenge is a lesson, the more we develop a growth mindset, a belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. This mindset is essential for our long-term success and happiness, as it shifts us from a fixed belief in our limitations to an empowering belief in our potential. We begin to see challenges not as signs of failure, but as invitations to expand our knowledge, strengthen our resolve, and reach new heights. Every difficult experience then becomes an opportunity to grow into a more capable, confident, and wise version of ourselves. In addition, when we shift our perspective to view challenges as lessons, we begin to let go of the need for immediate results or instant success. In the modern world, there is often pressure to see quick returns or rapid progress, but personal growth is rarely instantaneous. It unfolds over time, and sometimes it's in the slow, gradual process of overcoming difficulties that the most profound transformations occur. By embracing challenges as part of this process, we allow ourselves to trust in the timing of our growth rather than forcing outcomes or comparing ourselves to others. One of the most powerful aspects of viewing challenges as lessons is the emotional growth that accompanies it. When we face adversity with a mindset of learning, we begin to understand and regulate our emotions more effectively. We no longer allow ourselves to be consumed by frustration, anger, or self-doubt. Instead, we learn to respond to challenges with emotional maturity, recognizing that how we handle our emotions in difficult times is just as important as the external solutions we seek. This emotional intelligence becomes a vital tool not only overcoming challenges, but in building deeper relationships with others, creating more harmonious and productive environments. The more we practice seeing challenges as lessons, the more we begin to align with a deeper sense of purpose in life. We realize that the road we are walking is not just about reaching goals, but about the person we become through the process. Every obstacle we overcome shapes our character, enhances our wisdom, and brings us closer to our true potential. We come to understand that it's not about avoiding hardship, but about how we respond to it. Through every challenge, we are given the opportunity to express our strength, kindness, patience, and resilience. With this newfound perspective, we also become more compassionate toward others who are facing their own struggles. We understand that everyone, regardless of their outward appearance or circumstances, is walking their own path of learning and growth. Instead of judging or feeling frustrated with others when they encounter difficulties, we offer support, empathy, and understanding. We recognize that we are all on a shared journey of self-discovery, and each person's challenges are just as valuable in their own growth process as our own. Furthermore, embracing the belief that every challenge is a lesson can significantly reduce the fear of failure. Many people avoid challenges because they fear failing or not measuring up. However, when we view challenges as opportunities to learn, failure no longer feels like a personal defeat. Instead, it is seen as an essential part of the process, a stepping stone that brings us closer to success. This mindset frees us from the constraints of perfectionism and allows us to take risks, try new things, and push beyond our comfort zones without the burden of fearing failure. As we grow more accustomed to this mindset, we also find that we are more present and mindful in the face of challenges. We are no longer so focused on the outcome, but on the experience itself. This mindfulness allows us to make better decisions, process our emotions more effectively, and remain grounded in the midst of difficulty. We learn to be kind to ourselves when things don't go as planned, understanding that the journey itself is what matters, not just a destination. In the end, embracing every challenge as a lesson doesn't just empower us to overcome adversity, it enriches our entire lives. It gives us the strength to persevere, the wisdom to learn, and the courage to face whatever lies ahead. Every difficulty becomes an opportunity for self-growth, each obstacle a lesson that shapes us into stronger, more resilient individuals. As we continue on our path, we learn to embrace life's challenges with gratitude, knowing that they are the very experiences that make us who we are and guide us toward the person we are meant to become. 7. I am at peace with the journey. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeing life as a race, constantly rushing to achieve more, move faster, and reach the next milestone. We set goals, chase dreams, and often find ourselves fixated on the destination, believing that once we get there, we will finally feel fulfilled and at peace. But in doing so, we miss out on the beauty and richness of the journey itself. Life is not a race, but a journey that unfolds one step at a time, with each moment offering opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery. By affirming, I am at peace with the journey, we remind ourselves that the true value of life lies not in the end result, but in the process of becoming. Embracing the journey means accepting that there will be both smooth paths and difficult terrain along the way. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and moments of both clarity and confusion. It is natural to want to rush through the challenging parts, to wish for things to be easier, or to feel frustrated when progress seems slow. However, when we choose to be at peace with the journey, we learn to embrace each moment, whether it is joyful or difficult, knowing that it is all part of the experience. Every step, every obstacle, and every detour is shaping us into the person we are meant to be. Patience is a key element of this mindset. In a world that often values speed and instant gratification, patience becomes a revolutionary act. Trusting the process means recognizing that things unfold in their own time, and that there is wisdom to be found in every phase of life. Rather than rushing to reach the next goal or to get to the finish line, we begin to savor the present moment. We understand that life is not about achieving perfection or completing tasks quickly, but about growing and evolving with each experience. When we embrace peace with the journey, we also cultivate a deeper sense of trust in ourselves and in the universe. We learn to trust that everything, even the challenges, is happening for our highest good. Every step, whether uphill or smooth, is guiding us toward our purpose. The struggles we face are not barriers, but opportunities for growth. And the moments of ease remind us of the beauty that exists in the present. By trusting the journey, we release the need for control and surrender to the natural flow of life. This shift in perspective allows us to let go of the pressure to arrive at some perfect destination. We no longer measure our worth by external achievements or compare ourselves to others, but instead find contentment in who we are becoming along the way. Each day becomes an opportunity to be present, to learn, and to grow, rather than a race to be won. We start to see that life's true beauty lies in the unfolding process, not in the final outcome. As we embrace being at peace with the journey, we gain a sense of calm and fulfillment that is not dependent on external circumstances. We find joy in the simplicity of each moment, knowing that our journey is unique and meaningful. This mindset frees us from the constant pressure to do more, be more, and achieve more. Instead, we become attuned to the natural rhythms of life, moving with patience and grace through each phase, trusting that every step, every moment, is an integral part of the beautiful story we are creating. In the end, being at peace with the journey is not about avoiding struggles or seeking to eliminate discomfort. It is about accepting that all of life's experiences are valuable and part of our growth. By embracing the journey with patience and peace, we unlock the wisdom and fulfillment that come from fully living each moment. We trust that we are exactly where we need to be, and that the journey itself is shaping us into the person we are meant to become. As we continue along the path of life, embracing peace with the journey, we begin to realize that every moment holds significance, even when it may not seem so at the time. We become more attuned to the present, shedding the need to constantly look ahead or dwell on the past. Each day becomes a reflection of who we are becoming, rather than who we were or who we think we should be. In this process, we cultivate a deep sense of self-compassion, allowing ourselves to be imperfect and understanding that mistakes are not failures, but essential lessons along the way. Embracing the journey also means acknowledging that there are no wrong turns or missteps. Sometimes, the road ahead may feel uncertain, and we may find ourselves veering off course. Yet, it is often in these moments of uncertainty that we find the most profound opportunities for growth. The detours we experience can teach us more about our inner strength, our values, and our true desires than the smooth roads ever could. Life's unpredictability invites us to trust in ourselves, to remain flexible, and to open ourselves up to new possibilities that we might not have considered otherwise. Every twist in the journey, no matter how unexpected, is an integral part of our story. Moreover, being at peace with the journey allows us to develop a deeper connection with the world around us. When we stop rushing toward the next goal or the next phase of life, we become more present in our relationships, in our surroundings, and in our own inner lives. We start to see beauty in the smallest of moments, the way the sunlight filters through the trees, the kindness of a stranger, or the simple pleasure of a quiet evening. This newfound presence brings a sense of richness to our lives that we may have overlooked in the past. We begin to appreciate that life's greatest gifts often come not from achieving our goals, but from experiencing the world with open eyes, open hearts, and a peaceful mind. Additionally, embracing the journey with peace fosters resilience. Life will inevitably present us with obstacles, but when we accept that challenges are a natural part of the process, we approach them with greater calm and confidence. We understand that no challenge is permanent, and even the most difficult moments will eventually pass. This perspective allows us to navigate hardships with grace, knowing that they are not setbacks, but rather opportunities to strengthen our resilience and character. Each challenge is simply another step along the way, preparing us for the next phase of our personal growth. With this mindset, we are better equipped to weather any storm that comes our way. In moments of doubt or struggle, reminding ourselves, "I am at peace with the journey," can serve as a powerful anchor. It brings us back to the present moment, helping us to refocus and reframe our experiences. Rather than becoming consumed by fear or anxiety about what lies ahead, we learn to trust in the process. The journey is not about reaching some ideal destination. It's about the continuous evolution of who we are and how we move through the world. By embracing the journey with patience and peace, we allow ourselves to experience life in its fullest form, not as a checklist of goals, but as a rich, unfolding story of personal transformation. With time, this acceptance of the journey helps us find peace in uncertainty. Rather than striving for control over every aspect of our lives, we learn to embrace the unknown with trust and openness. We understand that we cannot predict every twist or turn, but that is part of the magic of life. It is in the unpredictable moments that we often discover new passions, form unexpected connections, or experience moments of profound insight. Life's unpredictability invites us to dance with it, to move with the flow, rather than against it. Ultimately, the peace we find in the journey is not something that can be achieved externally. It comes from within, from the way we approach each day, each moment, and each step we take. By affirming, "I am at peace with the journey," we begin to cultivate a sense of serenity and purpose that guides us through life. The journey, with all of its peaks and valleys, joys and challenges, becomes a beautiful adventure, a sacred path that leads us to our most authentic selves. And so, when we look back on our lives, it is not the destinations we've reached that define us, but the journey itself. It is the lessons we've learned, the people we've met, the love we've shared, and the peace we've cultivated within ourselves. Life is not about rushing toward a distant goal. It is about embracing the experience, trusting the process, and knowing that each step we take is a meaningful part of the greater story of who we are becoming. Through peace with the journey, we find true fulfillment not in the destination, but in the richness of the path we walk. Begin every day with these 7 reminders, and watch how your mornings transform into a sanctuary of strength and clarity. By starting your day with intention, you set a foundation of peace and power, allowing you to face challenges with confidence and purpose. Stoicism isn't about escaping life's struggles. It's about facing them with wisdom and inner peace. Instead of avoiding difficulties, Stoicism teaches us to meet them with resilience and grace, cultivating wisdom in the process. Let these affirmations guide your 2025, making it a year of resilience, gratitude, and purpose. Use these affirmations to anchor yourself throughout the year, staying focused on your goals and remaining grounded in your values. With resilience, you'll overcome any challenge, and with gratitude and purpose, you'll create a meaningful and fulfilling year ahead. Welcome. In this video, we'll explore 10 Stoic rules to help you transform your life in 2025. Stoicism offers timeless wisdom on how to live with purpose, clarity, and resilience. Let's dive in and start applying these principles to create lasting change. Focus on what you can control. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with an endless stream of information, news, social media updates, notifications, and the opinions of others. It's easy to feel like we're at the mercy of everything happening around us. From the uncertainties in the economy to the chaos of world events, it can seem as though external forces are shaping our lives. However, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, offered a powerful reminder: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In the face of modern pressures, this wisdom becomes even more relevant. We may not be able to control the actions of others, the volatility of markets, or unexpected global crises, but we can control our reactions to them. In today's hyper-connected world, the external noise can overwhelm us, making it difficult to focus on what truly matters. But Stoicism teaches us that our mental state and peace of mind are ours to govern. Instead of obsessing over the things we cannot change, we must learn to shift our focus toward what we can control: our thoughts, our attitudes, and the choices we make in response to life's challenges. When we choose to focus on what is within our power, we stop wasting mental energy on external circumstances, which allows us to conserve our inner strength. This is where true freedom lies, in the ability to control our reactions, regardless of the chaos around us. In 2025, take time to identify areas of your life where you may be giving away power to things outside your control, and reclaim that energy by focusing on your own mindset and actions. By practicing this principle, you can begin to foster a deeper sense of peace, even in a world that often feels unpredictable and overwhelming. You can control how you respond to negative situations, how you handle stress, and how you choose to move forward despite challenges. This shift in focus is not just about avoiding stress. It's about building resilience and cultivating a mindset that is unshaken by outside forces. When you embrace the idea that you have the power to shape your internal world, you begin to realize that while you may not control external circumstances, you hold the key to your own happiness and well-being. Make this shift a core part of your daily practice in 2025, and watch how it transforms the way you navigate both minor and major life events. Practice self-discipline. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere. We live in a world where notifications from social media, emails, and messages constantly pull us in different directions. Add to that the temptation of instant gratification, whether it's the desire to scroll through our feeds, indulge in unhealthy foods, or procrastinate on important tasks, and it's easy to see why self-discipline has become one of the most essential virtues to cultivate in the modern era. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." In other words, true freedom doesn't come from the external world, it comes from our ability to control our desires, focus our attention, and act with purpose. Self-discipline isn't just about resisting temptations or saying no to immediate desires. It's about making choices that align with our long-term goals and values. It's about creating daily habits that support our growth and progress, even when the path seems difficult. Whether it's waking up early to exercise, prioritizing meaningful work over time wasting distractions, or choosing to eat nourishing foods instead of indulging in quick fixes, self-discipline is the key to shaping the life you want. In a world full of quick fixes, convenience, and endless entertainment, it's easy to fall into patterns of impulsive behavior. However, true transformation begins when we take control of these impulses and replace them with actions that move us closer to our goals. In 2025, commit to letting your actions reflect your deeper values, rather than succumbing to the distractions that pull you off course. This requires you to be intentional about how you spend your time and energy. Every day presents an opportunity to either reinforce good habits or fall into unhealthy patterns. It's the small, consistent choices that add up to long-term success. The more you practice self-discipline, the more you'll begin to notice that you have greater control over your life. You'll find that what once seemed difficult, like saying no to distractions or committing to long-term goals, becomes second nature. In this way, self-discipline becomes not just a tool for achieving success, but a path to true freedom and self-mastery. Self-discipline also empowers you to cultivate a strong sense of purpose. It allows you to stay focused on what truly matters, even when the world around you is full of distractions. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, but when you prioritize your goals and take consistent action toward them, you create a life that is aligned with your values. So, in 2025, make self-discipline a cornerstone of your personal transformation. Embrace the discomfort that comes with resisting the easy path and choose the rewarding path that leads to growth, fulfillment, and lasting change. Turn challenges into opportunities. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable world, challenges are an inevitable part of life. Whether it's the stress of juggling work and personal responsibilities, the disappointment of personal setbacks, or the overwhelming uncertainty that comes with global events, it often feels like we're constantly facing obstacles. However, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In the face of challenges, it's easy to feel defeated or discouraged. But Stoicism teaches us that every difficulty we encounter offers an opportunity for growth and personal development. The key to transforming our lives lies not in avoiding challenges, but in shifting our perspective and using them as stepping stones toward greater strength and resilience. Modern life is filled with its fair share of stressors, from the pressure to meet deadlines at work to the personal struggles we face in our relationships or health. But instead of viewing these obstacles as setbacks, we can choose to see them as opportunities to improve ourselves. Every challenge forces us to adapt, to learn, and to grow. For example, dealing with a difficult project at work can help you improve your problem-solving skills. Struggling through a personal setback might teach you resilience and the importance of self-compassion. Even small daily annoyances, when viewed through a Stoic lens, can become opportunities to practice patience and emotional control. The more we reframe these challenges as chances for growth, the more empowered we become. In 2025, embrace the difficulties that come your way and use them to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you encounter an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me a better version of myself? By shifting your mindset, you can turn the inevitable hardships of life into powerful lessons. Every challenge, no matter how big or small, offers an opportunity to cultivate virtues like courage, patience, and perseverance. Instead of feeling helpless or defeated, take charge of your response and use the situation as a tool for self-improvement. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events themselves that cause our suffering, but our judgments about them. When you start to view challenges as opportunities, you begin to detach from the negative emotional reactions that typically arise in difficult situations. You stop seeing them as threats and start seeing them as invitations to evolve. Whether you're facing a personal loss, work pressure, or financial difficulties, remember that these situations don't define you. They are merely temporary moments that, when approached with the right mindset, can lead to growth and transformation. In 2025, adopt the mindset that every challenge you face is an opportunity to sharpen your character. Life will never be without its struggles, but by changing how you react to them, you can begin to see each one as a chance to strengthen your resolve and deepen your wisdom. This shift will not only help you navigate difficulties more effectively, but will also bring a sense of empowerment and inner peace as you face the future with confidence. Simplify and focus on what truly matters. In the modern world, we're constantly bombarded with information. From the 24/7 news cycle to the endless scroll of social media, it can feel like we're always trying to keep up with everything happening around us. At the same time, there's an overwhelming pressure to accumulate more, whether it's material possessions, achievements, or social validation. But in the hustle of modern life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, adapt yourself to the life you have been given and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you. In other words, the key to finding peace and fulfillment is not in striving for more, but in simplifying our lives and focusing on what's truly important. The pursuit of more can be exhausting. In a world that encourages us to consume, compare, and constantly strive for success, we often overlook the simple joys that bring true contentment, meaningful relationships, our health, and personal growth. The constant desire for more material possessions, more recognition, or more distractions can leave us feeling empty, unfulfilled, and overwhelmed. But Stoicism teaches us that peace comes from within, not from external accumulation. By simplifying our lives and directing our energy toward the things that truly bring us joy and fulfillment, we can create a life that is rich in purpose and contentment. In 2025, take a step back and evaluate what truly matters to you. Instead of investing time and energy into chasing after more things, focus on cultivating deeper connections with the people who truly enrich your life. Invest in your health, both physical and mental, and prioritize activities that contribute to your personal growth. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, developing a new skill, or reflecting on your values, make sure your time and energy are spent on what nourishes your soul. Simplifying doesn't mean abandoning ambition or goals. Rather, it means aligning your ambitions with your core values so that your life becomes more focused and intentional. One of the most powerful aspects of Stoic philosophy is the recognition that we can only control so much. We don't have to keep up with every trend or meet every external expectation. Instead, we can choose to focus on the things that truly add value to our lives. When we strip away the clutter, both physical and mental, we create space for the things that matter most. In the fast-paced world of 2025, this might mean turning off notifications, limiting your exposure to negative news, or saying no to superficial demands on your time. It means being intentional with your choices and being present in the moment. Focusing on quality over quantity is an essential part of this simplification process. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters deeply. Choose relationships that are meaningful, work that aligns with your values, and activities that contribute to your well-being. By doing so, you'll find that your life becomes more fulfilling, and your sense of inner peace grows stronger. When you stop chasing after things that don't serve you, you can finally start living a life that is truly yours, one that is filled with purpose, authenticity, and joy. In 2025, commit to simplifying your life. Strip away the excess and focus on what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the most important thing is not how much we accumulate, but how deeply we connect with the people around us and how authentically we live our lives. Simplification isn't about deprivation. It's about creating space for what will bring you lasting peace and fulfillment. By focusing on the quality of your relationships, health, and personal growth, you'll find a deeper sense of contentment in an often chaotic world. Cultivate gratitude in a consumerist world. In today's consumer-driven society, we are constantly bombarded with messages encouraging us to want more possessions, more experiences, more success. This culture of excess often makes us feel as though we're never quite enough, leading to a perpetual sense of dissatisfaction and longing. Yet, amidst this constant pursuit of more, Stoicism offers us a powerful antidote: gratitude. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. In other words, happiness doesn't come from acquiring more things, but from appreciating what we already have. Gratitude allows us to break free from the cycle of constant craving and helps us recognize the abundance that already exists in our lives. In a world that thrives on materialism and the pressure to constantly strive for bigger, better, and newer, it's easy to fall into the trap of always looking for the next thing. We often get caught up in what we don't have, rather than appreciating the many blessings we already enjoy. But the Stoic practice of gratitude teaches us to slow down, to pause, and to reflect on the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. By practicing gratitude regularly, we shift our mindset from one of scarcity, where we focus on what's missing or what we still desire, to one of abundance, where we recognize the wealth we already possess, our health, relationships, experiences, and even the simple pleasures of everyday life. Gratitude has the power to transform our outlook on life. It's easy to take things for granted, especially in a world that encourages us to constantly chase after more. But when we make gratitude a daily practice, we begin to see life through a different lens. We start to focus on the positive aspects of our current reality, rather than the things we lack. Whether it's being thankful for a supportive friend, appreciating the beauty of nature, or acknowledging the simple fact of being alive, gratitude shifts our focus away from what's missing to what's already present. This mindset helps to foster contentment and reduces the stress that often comes with the desire for more. In 2025, make it a priority to cultivate gratitude every day. Start by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for. It could be as simple as appreciating a good cup of coffee in the morning, feeling grateful for your health, or cherishing time spent with loved ones. As you practice gratitude regularly, you'll notice that your perspective begins to shift. What once felt like not enough will start to feel like more than enough. You'll become more attuned to the blessings in your life, and the constant pressure to acquire more will begin to fade away. In addition to helping us find peace in the present moment, gratitude can also help us grow stronger in the face of challenges. When we're confronted with difficult situations, it can be easy to focus on what's going wrong, but by cultivating a sense of gratitude, we train ourselves to look for the silver linings, to find the lessons in adversity, and to appreciate the opportunities that come from struggle. Gratitude doesn't ignore the difficulties of life. It simply shifts our focus toward the things that bring us strength, joy, and resilience. In 2025, as you continue your journey of personal transformation, make gratitude a cornerstone of your daily practice. It will help you break free from the consumerist mindset that constantly tells you that you need more, and instead, allow you to find peace and fulfillment in the abundance that already exists within and around you. Gratitude, when practiced regularly, becomes a powerful tool for cultivating a deeper sense of happiness, contentment, and well-being. Seek virtue over success. In the modern world, success is often measured by external markers: wealth, fame, status, and the approval of others. Social media amplifies this trend, showcasing curated glimpses of people's seemingly perfect lives, making us feel as though we need to chase these external symbols of success in order to be happy. However, Stoicism teaches us a different perspective, reminding us that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This powerful insight reminds us that the pursuit of external wealth and status only leads to fleeting satisfaction. Instead, true success is found in the cultivation of virtue qualities like wisdom, kindness, integrity, and courage that shape who we are on the inside, not what we present to the world. In today's consumer-driven and appearance-focused society, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that success is about accumulating more money, more possessions, more recognition. The constant chase for external validation can create a sense of emptiness, as no amount of external success will ever fill the deeper longing for meaning and purpose. But Stoicism teaches us that fulfillment comes from within, and the pursuit of virtue is the only path to lasting happiness. Virtue, in Stoic terms, is living in alignment with reason and acting in accordance with wisdom and moral integrity. It's about focusing on developing the inner qualities that make you a good person, rather than chasing after things that won't bring you lasting peace. In 2025, shift your focus away from external markers of success and begin to prioritize the cultivation of virtue. Ask yourself, what virtues do I want to embody? How can I live with more wisdom, kindness, and courage today? Instead of chasing after fleeting achievements or material wealth, put your energy into developing the qualities that will help you grow as a person. Wisdom allows you to make sound decisions and navigate life's challenges with clarity. Kindness enables you to build meaningful, compassionate relationships. Integrity gives you the strength to stay true to your values, even when it's difficult. Courage empowers you to face adversity with resilience and conviction. These are the qualities that lead to true fulfillment. In 2025, make virtue your priority. Let your actions be guided by wisdom, kindness, integrity, and courage, rather than by the fleeting desire for fame, wealth, or status. This shift in focus may not bring immediate applause or external recognition, but it will lead to a deeper sense of satisfaction and inner peace. As you build these virtues, you will find that the sense of fulfillment you experience comes not from what you acquire, but from who you become. The digital age, with its emphasis on external achievements and constant comparison, makes it easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But the Stoic path offers us a different way that focuses on cultivating a rich inner life. The pursuit of virtue doesn't require approval from others. It's a journey that you undertake for yourself. When you focus on developing these inner qualities, you begin to experience a sense of peace that no external success can provide. In 2025, commit to seeking virtue over success. Cultivate the qualities that will lead you to a life of lasting fulfillment and inner contentment. Be present in a world full of distractions. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, distractions are everywhere. From the constant ping of notifications on our phones to the overwhelming influx of emails and social media updates, our attention is constantly being pulled in multiple directions. The pressure to juggle work, personal commitments, and an ever-growing to-do list often leaves us feeling scattered and disconnected from the present moment. In this environment, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters, being fully present in the here and now. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Our thoughts shape our experience of life, and when we are constantly distracted, we miss out on the richness of the present moment. The Stoic practice of mindfulness encourages us to cultivate awareness in everything we do, allowing us to live with greater intention, clarity, and peace. In the digital age, where we are constantly bombarded by stimuli, the art of being present has become increasingly difficult. Whether it's checking our phones during a conversation, multitasking during meals, or worrying about the future while working, we often find ourselves physically in one place, but mentally somewhere else. This disconnect not only leads to stress, but also diminishes the quality of our experiences. When we are not fully present, we miss out on the simple joys of life and fail to appreciate the moments that matter most. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness is found in embracing the present, not in constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. In 2025, make a conscious effort to be present. Start by incorporating mindfulness into your daily activities. Whether it's having a conversation with a friend, eating a meal, or working on a project, bring your full attention to the task at hand. This doesn't mean that you won't still have moments of distraction, but rather that you intentionally choose to engage with the present moment rather than allowing yourself to be swept away by distractions. By doing so, you'll find that your experience of life becomes richer and more fulfilling. You'll be more attuned to the people around you, more focused on your work, and more appreciative of the small moments that often go unnoticed. Being present is not just about reducing stress. It's also about increasing your overall satisfaction in life. When you practice mindfulness, you begin to savor the simple moments, the warmth of a cup of coffee, the laughter of a friend, the beauty of nature, or the satisfaction of completing a task. These moments, which often go overlooked in our busy lives, are the building blocks of a contented life. By being present, you cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude for what is happening right now, rather than constantly striving for what's next. In a world full of distractions, the ability to be present is a powerful tool for finding peace and contentment. In 2025, challenge yourself to focus on the present moment and engage fully with your surroundings. Whether you're working, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a quiet moment alone, being present will not only reduce stress, but also help you find greater joy and fulfillment in the everyday moments of life. Remember, happiness is not something that's waiting for you in the future. It's something you can cultivate right now by choosing to be fully engaged in the present. Master your emotions. Don't let them control you. In today's world, emotions can often feel overwhelming. The constant barrage of information from social media, the news, and personal interactions can trigger intense emotional reactions, sometimes before we even realize it. Whether it's frustration, anger, anxiety, or even excitement, emotions are a natural part of the human experience. But in the age of instant communication and amplified reactions, they can sometimes spiral out of control. This is where Stoicism offers a powerful lesson. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. These words from Epictetus remind us that while we cannot control external events, we have the power to control how we respond to them. In 2025, learning to master our emotions rather than letting them control us is key to finding inner peace and clarity. Emotions are not inherently negative, they're part of our human nature and often serve as signals that something is important to us. However, when left unchecked, they can overwhelm us, leading to rash decisions or unnecessary stress. In the fast-paced digital age, where emotional reactions can be amplified in seconds by social media and public platforms, it's easy to lose control and allow our emotions to dictate our actions. But Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from recognizing that we have the ability to choose our responses. We may not always be able to control what happens to us, but we can control how we interpret and react to those events. This awareness empowers us to rise above impulsive emotional reactions and make decisions that align with our values and long-term goals. In 2025, take time to observe your emotions without letting them take control. When you experience a strong emotional reaction, pause and reflect before responding. Ask yourself, what is the root of this emotion? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and Stoic principles? By practicing this level of emotional awareness, you begin to detach from the knee-jerk reactions that often lead to regret and instead respond with greater clarity and calm. This practice of emotional mastery doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how to channel them in a productive way. The benefits of mastering your emotions are profound. Not only will you experience less stress and emotional turmoil, but you'll also find that your decisions are more thoughtful and aligned with your true self. By taking a step back from emotionally charged situations, you create space for rational thought and intentional action. This sense of clarity allows you to approach life's challenges with a calm and steady mindset. No matter how difficult the situation may be, whether you're facing a conflict at work, an upsetting conversation, or a personal setback, mastering your emotions enables you to remain grounded and make decisions based on reason, not impulse. In 2025, commit to observing your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Practice the Stoic principle of emotional self-control, recognizing that your emotional responses are within your power to shape. By doing so, you'll not only experience greater peace and clarity, but will also find yourself more resilient in the face of life's challenges. When you master your emotions, you reclaim control over your life, cultivating a sense of inner calm and balance that external events cannot disrupt. Prioritize time and energy. In today's fast-paced world, time often feels like a luxury we can't afford. With so many distractions, endless social media updates, binge-watching shows, scrolling through our phones, and dealing with small, inconsequential tasks, our most precious resource often slips through our fingers. The time that could be spent pursuing our goals, building meaningful relationships, or nurturing personal growth is instead consumed by trivial matters. As Seneca wisely warned, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. In this digital age, where every moment feels like it's being pulled in 100 different directions, it's easy to lose track of the importance of how we choose to spend our time. But the Stoic principle teaches us to be intentional with our time and energy, as these are the resources that ultimately shape the quality of our lives. Time is finite. Once it's gone, we can never get it back. Yet, many of us spend our days reacting to the demands of others, distracted by notifications, or chasing after fleeting pleasures that don't contribute to our long-term well-being. This is why Stoicism encourages us to reflect on how we use our time, emphasizing the need to prioritize activities that align with our values and goals. In 2025, instead of allowing time to slip away in a haze of distractions, choose to invest your time in pursuits that will bring lasting fulfillment and progress. Whether it's dedicating time to your career, nurturing relationships, practicing self-care, or developing new skills, these investments will yield far greater rewards than spending hours on activities that don't serve you. One of the key aspects of prioritizing time is simplifying your commitments. In the modern world, where opportunities and distractions are endless, it's tempting to say yes to everything. However, not all commitments are created equal. Some will bring you closer to your goals and enrich your life, while others may drain your energy or take you off course. By learning to say no to activities that don't add value to your life, you create more time and space for what truly matters. This doesn't mean eliminating fun or relaxation, but rather being selective about how you spend your energy. True freedom comes from the ability to choose how you invest your time and from letting go of commitments that don't align with your values. In 2025, take a closer look at how you're spending your time. Are the activities you engage in moving you closer to your goals? Are they nourishing your mind, body, and relationships? If not, consider simplifying your commitments. Eliminate or minimize the activities that don't serve your long-term well-being, and focus your energy on those that align with your core values. This doesn't mean cutting out all distractions. It's about creating a balance, prioritizing what truly matters, and being mindful of how your time is spent. By being intentional with how you use your time and energy, you'll find that you not only accomplish more, but you also experience a deeper sense of fulfillment. You will have time for meaningful activities that contribute to your personal growth, and you will be able to give more of yourself to the relationships and pursuits that truly bring you joy. Remember, time is the most valuable resource we have, and how we choose to use it determines the quality of our lives. In 2025, make a commitment to prioritize your time and energy. Invest in activities that move you toward your goals and simplify your commitments so that you can focus on what truly adds value to your life. Commit to constant growth and patience. In a world where we often seek instant results, whether it's through quick fixes, instant gratification, or the allure of immediate success, meaningful transformation requires something far deeper: time, effort, and patience. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest proponents, wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words remind us that obstacles and challenges aren't roadblocks to progress. They are the very things that shape our growth. In today's world, we may feel pressure to see immediate results, whether it's in our careers, personal lives, or personal development. However, Stoicism teaches us that true growth is a slow, deliberate process that requires constant effort and unwavering patience. In the age of social media, where success stories are often shared in real time and the focus is on instant achievements, it's easy to feel discouraged if your personal growth doesn't happen as quickly as you might hope. But real transformation isn't about taking shortcuts, it's about committing to the process, no matter how long it may take. Whether you're working on building a new skill, improving your health, or developing your mindset, progress often feels slow in the beginning. Yet, as Stoics believe, every step forward, no matter how small, is a part of the journey. Growth happens not in leaps and bounds, but through consistent, patient effort over time. In 2025, commit to constant growth and understand that it will not always be fast or easy. Embrace challenges because they are the key to unlocking your potential. Instead of becoming frustrated when things aren't progressing as quickly as you'd like, remind yourself that obstacles are opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Every difficulty you encounter is an essential part of your transformation, teaching you resilience, patience, and perseverance. The process of overcoming these challenges is what will ultimately lead to your growth and success. Patience is key to this process. Too often, we rush to see the fruits of our labor, but Stoicism teaches us that enduring the process is what builds strength of character. Don't measure your progress by how quickly things happen. Instead, focus on the consistency and effort you put into your growth every day. With patience and perseverance, you will see change, even if it takes longer than expected. The key to lasting transformation is persistence, not perfection. Every small step you take in your personal development adds up over time, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. In 2025, commit to the long-term process of growth. Embrace patience as a vital component of your journey, knowing that true transformation is built on the foundation of consistent effort. When you encounter obstacles, view them as opportunities to develop greater strength and resilience. Trust the process, and remember that every moment of struggle and effort is advancing you closer to the person you wish to become. Real growth takes time, but with patience and commitment, you will see the results of your work. Keep moving forward, no matter how slow it feels, and know that every step you take is bringing you closer to becoming your best self. Thank you for watching. Embrace these Stoic principles, stay consistent, and make 2025 your year of growth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more transformative content.